At the tone, please record your message.
Hey Nils, apologies for the delay. It's actually been tougher than I anticipated to put together a team for this race. Everyone I've approached is either knee deep in a marathon prep or just honestly too hesitant to approach the challenge. I'm still waiting back to hear from a few people, but if they say yes, then we'll be all set.
You know, we as a team have done 100-mile ultras many times before.
The standard races, they close the roads, have people showing you the way, you got someone to follow the whole time.
I mean, the running part alone is really hard. The logistics and the figuring out your route, keeping everyone safe, all of those things are so much harder than just the running part.
In a normal race, you feel really safe. Even the 100K where I was by myself for a lot of it, I was still part of a race and I was always going to see people. Other runners, spectators, there's no spectators for the Speed Project.
We had to work together in a way that I never had been challenged before.
Nailed the clap. All right, the Speed Project is a race, a relay race.
4 guys and 2 girls, I believe, is like the old school. I think you can do it with as many people as you want. I don't even know if there's a website.
It starts at the Santa Monica Pier at 4 a.m.
All the way to Las Vegas.
There's no route, there's no rules. You just need to get from point A to point B
as quickly as possible. So don't forget the word speed, which I didn't even take into account when I was training, because you think, oh, an ultra, gorgeous, a bit more chill, a bit slower paced. Oh my goodness, it was so fast paced.
There's a constant change in game plan and even route, especially when you start getting lost.
I came across the Speed Project a few years ago. It's been on my radar, and when I finally was provided the opportunity to put together a team and go do it, there was no question. And the team that we ended up putting together was truly this group of what I would consider misfits.
Oh, baby Jesus. Look at that. Oh.
I knew Jeff would bring just as much energy as he would bring amazing one-liners.
Believe your moms when they tell you the lies, boys. Believe your moms.
And then if you look at a flip side of that, Lauren Osborne, for example.
So I got a little bit nervous, but then I am just always up for a challenge, especially with the team.
She wanted to make sure everyone was doing okay and was feeling fine. And if someone was hurting, she was there to support. If Lauren was hurting at any point, you wouldn't know or be able to tell. Joey is the bro. Joey put out massive efforts and just solid dude. And Mitch brings a level of energy that I don't know if I've ever been around before.
This is an actual airplane. I get really excited, like overly excited, I don't care.
Lucy was just as strong as I imagined she would be.
You build up so much evidence from doing these hard things that you almost just become accustomed to doing it, and that's what the whole team had, and you could see it.
And Lucy also she's one of us. She lifts and she runs. You know, the whole team is a bunch of hybrids. People who love the lifestyle and just want to get after it. And Ken ride out.
The only reason anyone knows me with regards to running is the attitude and mentality I bring to the race, which is like, I will die to win this. I know it sounds like hyperbole, but in the moment, like, I'm convinced that this is it.
We'll fucking recover tomorrow. For now, let's just go.
He has a strong will and desire to be the best, and you need that on the team to push the team. Of all the races I've done, I've never been concerned or worried about safety, but this is actually one race that I don't have concerns, but I think we have to be aware of.
Yeah.
Because we're moving a lot of people unsupported on a route that isn't closed off. And it's not only the runners that are becoming tired and fatigued, but it's also the crew, and that crew is driving these vehicles on active roads. We just have to be very aware. And if you get tired when you're driving, if you get tired as a crew member, raise your hand, we'll switch out, and we'll make sure everyone's safe along the way. If you do get stopped by police tomorrow, you can't say that you are with the Speed Project. All we have to say is that you and a bunch of friends decided to run from LA to Vegas, and we wanted to do this run on our own. We are taking what is considered the power line route, which is going to save us about 40 miles from LA to Vegas. But going on the power line route is also going to require us to go off-road. So we'll be able to take either the truck or the Jeep. The RVs won't be able to trail us for those 40 miles. And a few runners will have to rotate during that segment. My first segment is from the Santa Monica Pier to Checkpoint 1. It's a 6.5 mile leg. The intent there is just to get out of the commotion and try to get out of the city as fast as possible, as smoothly as possible, without having to transition people at that point.
We should also, like, because it's going to be about a consistent amount of time every time you drop a runner off, because, you know, if it's around 3 miles, about 15, 20, 16 minutes or something, and then 17 minutes or something, and then...
probably closer to 20.
I was like,
Cannon bitch. Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's just
Look
like...
at this guy. Yeah, 5-minute miles are easy.
Obviously, you know, don't hurt yourself, but this is a fucking race.
Right.
Yeah.
Fun. We'll have fun when we get there. Right. This is work. Let's get to work.
You learn a lot about people in moments like this, and people's true character tends to come out in moments like this too.
Yeah.
When you're tired, you're hungry, you're exhausted. So I would encourage all of us that when we're tired, when we're hungry, when we're exhausted, to still be the people we intend and want to be to fight for that finish.
Don't shave until we film.
Pizza's here. Grab some more pizza.
Heck yeah.
That was my hope, but you feel good?
Yeah, I feel good.
That's our road up
there.
That would suck.
What?
If you dropped and you just had to still drive all the way to Vegas. You're sitting in the van just reminiscing on your failure. It's not just like, all right, go back to the hotel and shower up. It's like, you gotta ride all the way back to Vegas.
Some people might quit and just like not care. Just like, who's that? this was the speed project. This was the race that I've been thinking about for years leading up to this moment. And we're in it. There's so many unknowns that we haven't experienced yet.
Remember, when you're up here, it's a race. Go hard until you can't go, and then let someone else run. Let's get the fuck out of LA.
We have different strategies.
Just tell me go slow. He's like, it's a fucking race.
Right.
All right. Do not. If you ever feel like I'm going slow and this isn't hard, then fucking run faster for sure. For sure. You should be comfortably uncomfortable in the race.
Yeah.
You got 60 miles to go.
Right, but yes, but
I'm sprinting every fucking.
You gotta run smart sometimes.
Yes, for sure, for sure. I'm not suggesting that you're going at fucking death pace, but I would suggest that you run like you're in a race.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I'm gonna save something for tomorrow. Motherfucker, I want to get there and be like, someone put me in a wheelchair and get me on this plane.
They don't just like, you'll be fine. And you'll be
It was
fine.
pitch black.
Honestly.
I don't really like running on my own in the dark.
7:09 to 7:19 ish, like a 4:26
Kept
pace to 4:30.
zooming in on my little Strava map that I had on my phone because I thought if I lose GPS signal, I am on a random trail in LA by myself.
Yeah, he's about to come off the trail.
I was like sweating, moving around, like mess with my hands, checking the Strava map again. When we could see Mitch, really, he's so fast. I was like, oh my God, he's coming up really fast. I was like, getting my gun ready, get my head torch on.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And I just honestly went off into this trail. And I was like running on my own thinking, I please hope they're there, please hope they're there.
Exactly. This is the one.
Wait, oh,
he's cooking.
What?
Get after it, dude. He's in the road? Yeah, he's right there. Where are they? Right here.
How about that kid tried to jump on? He's like, I'm gonna have to get on your shoulder now. I said, good luck, my boy. It's gonna be a long day for you.
That's straight up.
Yeah, we'll be in
Like,
At what part?
like
just
right
like
here.
over this like.
It's
gonna
I
be.
think
it's freaking.
The whole run is like 15,000 feet a game from here to Vegas.
Well, I just got a shitload of downhill.
Yeah, I'll just go.
Like, you're just going straight, man, for a while here.
I'll just go straight for 3 miles, and then we'll set the odometer after this next one. We'll go 3 miles and we'll go to the RV.
go.
Hey, you're gonna go to the Ronald Reagan Freeway.
Yeah, baby.
Like he was standing still.
Yeah, you did roll right past him.
He was like, I'm gonna stay with you. I was like, no, you're not. Felt pretty good, dude. I feel like good recovered. How about you?
I don't know yet. Like, it really worked me.
Oh, really? Yeah, but you had much tempo. I think mine was mostly downhill.
It was the downhill that got me. It was just very steep. I was like planting like little tiny steps going down. I think it'll be okay. Once we get flat and open up, it'll be great.
Logistically, this is the craziest race I've ever been a part of because we're trying to get out of the city and it's setting up checkpoints every 3 miles or so. When I'm not running right now, I'm dialed into my computer, my phone, setting up checkpoints and communicating with the drivers to make sure that everyone is going where they need to be. Once we get out of like the madness into the desert, it's gonna be, I think, a whole lot easier.
And the temperature was perfect, not a cloud in the sky, the mountains in the background.
The team was cruising. Everybody was feeling good, fueling good.
Everyone's giddy, everyone's excited. Everyone was putting out incredible efforts.
And I was like, oh, fuck it, let's go.
Some good downhill here.
We're downhill for the next 150 miles.
That last spin was such a slight uphill. Those uphills just fucking ate me up.
Yeah.
How did it seem? Did it seem like a lot of uphill on that one, like on the drive?
It was, steady incline.
It was just,
Yeah, just steady.
It's almost where you can't tell, like, is this flat or just incline? But
It gets you though. It feels different.
And then I see the other team's fucking Jeep come up. And then I'm like, is this motherfucker right behind me?
I don't actually
But I
know
don't
where
want
they
to turn
are.
around.
I've completely forgotten that team now. I'm just like, we're doing it for us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like quite hard to be focused sometimes. Like, why are we so focused on them? That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing it differently.
Yeah,
Do you know what
true.
I mean? So it's just, we are our
So
team.
hard.
It's the 6 of us. It's not.
Yeah.
And we're doing really, really fucking well.
Yeah, we're killing it.
Yeah,
we
we
can
are.
hold this pace, and then if freaking Ken, Mitch, Nick are holding like sub 630s.
Me and Joey just hit the ride.
Yeah.
We're like, you go. But I'm supposed to get on like,
Because
you
then
go.
that, I mean, that's it. We can hold 7 or 710, and they're doing that. I mean, that's a 630 average.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's killing.
Me and Joey had a whole system. I'd set up like a recovery zone for me and Joey in the back. We had a double bed, we had the boots, we had the blanket, food, electrolytes, everything, and like it's like a slumber party that we're having.
A ton of us were packed into these RVs and we're driving across the country. How could that not be fun?
It's a lonesome, lonesome, lonesome road through a world of care. When you travel along, seem to get nowhere. As Jesus the Lord, already heavy load. He'll guide you down this lonesome, long, lonesome road.
Dude, let's get the strawberries and oranges.
What? And not the mangoes?
I'm getting the strawberry.
Yeah, we need a knife.
Get the honey too.
Okay. How much for the strawberry? 20. Do we want to pay $20 for one thing of strawberries? I mean, it's a lot of strawberries. Let's do it. We've been running for 440 minutes. That means we're averaging 6.67 minutes per mile, which means we're averaging 6:39 pace per mile, which means we're doing quite nicely. Spirits are super high right now. We're on a flat section and we have a bit of a tailwind. It's just like life-giving at this point for us. So we're feeling good, feeling real good.
Conserve your energy for during your segment, and when you're not running, like sit, chill. Yeah, you bounce around. You're gonna feel that a little bit.
It's okay. I'll be okay.
If I've learned anything, it's that if you fall behind on nutrition early on, you will feel it.
In my head, fueling wasn't an issue, but physically, it obviously was an issue because I was half dead several different times.
This road was horrible.
So I was making sure everyone was staying on top of water, electrolytes, nutrition. People were throwing back Go bars like no other.
I was crushing Go bars and Go gels.
I mean, I probably saw Joey consume potentially 30 Go bars in the course of the speed project.
I'm like a sweaty monster.
I do not think I can compete with Joey's sweating.
I just can't run more than 2 miles without being completely drenched in sweat.
And guess what? He fueled right, he ran right. Paid off.
In hindsight, fueling is the most important thing.
It's hard. You get out there and it's just like...
Like we've only done, what, 20 kilometers each, which is 14 miles each. But this is a lot more forgiving than the hills.
Yeah.
They were really, they were rough.
Power lines, I think, is going to be have some tough moments. Yeah. It's rocky, it's not the best footing.
It's just gone.
All right. Looks like we're going.
Well, a papa's in the door with a mean-looking gun.
I mean, we were hitting segments, one after the other after the other. We didn't have any issues with vehicles. We didn't have any issues with route or running, and we were making really good progress.
It ain't really funny, but it's something to see. The way they try to keep my honey from me. I took a back trail to my baby's shack. I made me run right up to the back. I went over the meadow and down by the brook. They don't know yet that the daughter's been took. Trail to my baby shack. I go on up to the back. I go over the bed.
What's going on?
Nipples are getting chased.
Rally the troops. Forward. On.
I got her. Woo, she's mine.
Everything almost felt too smooth. Of all the races I've done in the past, I really only had to be worried about the safety of myself. We had many people in multiple vehicles with no sleep. I felt that responsibility to ensure that everyone was safe.
I felt like there was a lot of pressure, a lot of eyes on us all, and I mean, obviously I don't want to let the team down. I don't want to be the guy that's like, hey, I can't do this, y'all have got to pick up the slack.
If you break down, now there's only 5 runners. It's not just letting yourself down, it's letting the team down. That was my biggest worry.
Let go!
In the back of my head, I'm like, we got to do this all night long.
When the sun starts setting and it starts getting dark, you're entering a new phase of the race.
I was having some cramping issues that I was freaking out about, honestly, but got hydrated. Should be good for at least the next like 20 to 30 miles. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay now. No, I haven't slept at all. I just found out that we have a shower that works in the bus. We're doing something freaking wild. Running through the night, maybe even tomorrow night. This is just so fun. Like, I didn't really come into this prepared. Don't tell anyone. I wouldn't want to do it alone, that's for goddamn sure. That's why I like the team.
Yeah.
So I was like a mile, like 1.2 in, and I see, the RVs, I see the Jeeps, and I'm like, what the heck? I look down because they were like telling me, oh, we're straight for another 15 miles or whatever. I was like, oh, sick. So when I saw that, I was like, something's wrong.
So when we were cruising on the road, it got dark, we're making good progress. I'm thinking, holy shit, we might make some noise here. We might be able to do something. And then we hit the road closed sign, and that's when my attitude and motivation went in the tank.
There's another RV that's headed our direction, coming the opposite direction on this dirt road. So what we're trying to figure out is, why is this RV coming toward us? Did they have to turn back? We just don't know. We just don't know.
So I was thinking, if y'all are seeing RVs turning around, this might be one of those points where it's like, let's just break off and have the Jeeps be the ones that's running the racers at this point.
Okay, I'm just curious I'm wondering how far, like how far we have to keep them on there and how sustainable it is.
It's pretty off-road up until Baker.
Until we get where?
Baker.
To Baker.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's pretty far. Let's get these lights on real quick. Okay.
If you go back out this way, you can jump on power lines right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Power line extends all the way down.
We hit this road closed sign, we pull off, and we look at all of our options. Pulling out the map, looking at Strava segments, trying to figure out what other teams might be doing. We saw that on the map, we could hop onto power line earlier than where we expected to be. We didn't even know if the route truly existed. We knew it was on the map, but we had no clue what it was gonna look like. Let me get everyone's attention real quick. So Everett's gonna take the RVs, they're gonna go to Baker, bed down for a little bit. We'll hop over on that power line. We'll take the power line to Baker, reset, and then pick up power line again.
Okay.
We'll take all 6 runners, truck and Jeep, but everyone just needs to bring everything they're gonna need for the next 40 miles. So fuel, did we get that extra water?
I got 5 gallons.
All right, let's throw that in the back of the vehicles. And then any gear runners need.
Yep.
We grabbed as much water and nutrition as possible, threw it in the bed of the truck, in the back of the Jeep, and we had the RVs push up to the checkpoint where we originally were gonna hop on power line.
I'm worried about recovery for them all balled up in there.
That's not enough.
There's a lot of running for 4 hours.
Yeah. We don't have a well-rested crew right now. You know, we were hoping to sort of chop it up into nice pieces and be able to get all the recovery. We have 2 fairly nice RVs with lots of space to spread out. And so now, it's a game changer, you know, but you gotta adapt, you gotta be tough. You're gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay. But it's a curveball. But you know, if you can't hit a curveball, don't play in the majors, folks. Right? Let's go.
The sand was really soft. It was like beach soft. Headwind, it was cold, it was rocky. So I started actually flashing my headlamp to get the Jeep to come back and asked if we could switch to 2-mile segments because I didn't see how in that moment with the elements I could go 3 miles. It was all uphill, all sand, and all wind.
Everybody was still feeling good. It was just a lot harder to like refuel and stay kind of loose in the Jeeps because instead of being able to walk around and get in the boots and kind of stretch out, you were just kind of jammed in the back of the Jeeps. So it was going kind of as good as it could go up to that point. What are we, 80 miles out or something?
Now we're like 100 and...
What?
Yeah, from Vegas.
I thought we were over 200 miles into this race.
No, not yet.
100 miles. Oh boy.
It wasn't just a flat little bit of sand, it was steep, rocky sand that we were running on as soon as the road closed.
The whole off-roading and the bumps and the like super sketchy trails was like the highlight for me. I fucking loved it. We were in there rocking back and forth like violently. I'm so padded in between y'all.
I am not having a good time.
I'm like
Let's go!
There you go.
Yeah!
That's my biggest concern is rolling my ankle.
Yeah.
A few times ankles are like, you know.
No, these are like saving me. I'm kind of like in trail mode, honestly.
And it's pitch black, middle of the night, and I'm just praying that we're going the right way. And
We were just kind of like, this could be 40 miles, it could be 80 miles.
I knew Powerline would be wild. I didn't expect it to be this wild. We were probably 20 miles in on Powerline, where it pretty much looked like a drop off of a cliff that we were gonna have to take the vehicles down. Runners could have made it, yes, but the concern was
We go down this, and if it's not the right path, and we can't get back up, now we're big time fucked. Now we're screwed. Now we're just stuck forever. We're gonna get last place. You know, nothing good is gonna come out of this.
It was a weird moment to be like, we're stuck in this spot, and it was a little bit scary.
Did I go the wrong way? Fuck.
You went the right way. We just can't.
Huh?
We can't ride down it.
You don't think?
No.
Let me go down there, bring it with my phone,
Okay.
and then I'll call y'all if it's okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Guys, I'm talking to Scott. What should we have done at that split, Scott?
It looks like you should have gone the other way.
Should have gone left.
And I'm only, can you see where I'm at?
No, like our service is really bad.
I know. I'm only saying that because I can tell.
I think it's a way.
Do we go up or hold on.
Yes?
We don't know
But if
it.
you're heading anything left or dead east, I don't think you're going the right way.
Okay, well look. Thank you.
And if you get a chance,
We're heading dead west.
We're
heading west.
We got to turn around.
We're gonna go
We have
back
to go
and
to
make
that
that
intersection
left.
where we went right. We have to go left.
I'm going to try to find you.
Thank
the
you.
Map the map says that it's in front of us.
My fear is we go down this and it's wrong and we can't get back up it.
And he's saying he sees all these runners up ahead of us, and we are off.
Yeah.
Like everyone
It's
else
Scott from
is
the
going.
check-in.
He
But
can
they
see my
came. They
location.
came on the route though.
But where
we went off the
we
route.
forked to the right, and they all went left.
Yeah.
And so they are all like up that road.
We went left or we went right? We went right.
We went right.
Yeah,
but-
let's rock and roll.
Coming over here? Okay.
So we kind of did a small recon from where we were at. We went left, we went right, we checked out certain areas, we looked for new routes, couldn't find anything. Thought we found one at one point, which led us to a dead end.
We drove down another path, that wasn't it. We went back, and we kept ending up back at that same spot.
We're in a circle. We went back in a circle. This ditch that's up there by that yellow pole.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We crossed it.
When we went straight earlier, I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure it just loops to each other. But we were never this close to...
You know, going into this race, we all said we want to have fun with this. We want to enjoy the time with each other. We want to put out a big effort. We do. And that's the goal. Endure the process. But we all know we want to do well.
Do you feel like there was like a level of just like surrender to the race almost?
Absolutely. We say all the time in our house, like the only constant is change. And so if you're prepped for that and ready for it, then you can move through it a lot easier.
We're being fed information that we were in 4th place for the OG teams. When we got lost on Powerline, you know, we wasted over an hour up there. we were told we moved to 28th place. And that was like a knife in the chest. One of my fears of the speed project was that I was going to let the team down in terms of our performance. I felt as the leader who organizes this team, we weren't making the right decisions. We didn't make the right decisions. That was costing us something we'd be proud of.
At this point, I think we made the wrong turn 10, 20 miles ago.
No, you were right. that was the darkest time for me, for sure.
You can't even imagine the stress unless you were there, because I thought, and I wasn't even being pessimistic, I'm a very optimistic person. I was like, this is it. I was like, that's so shit. I was like, we've got lost and this is where we are.
And I think we really needed to hear two options.
It's either this or nothing, and we went with this.
And then after like hours of circling the desert, like, fuck it, that's the only way.
Jordan just sent the vehicle down. He made it. I was supposed to be in that vehicle. He left me. But hey, we got that vehicle down. It's your guys' turn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Hearing that going back was an option was never an option. We were too far in. We had battled so many elements just to get that 20 miles in that it's like, no, we're gonna keep going.
Because if we didn't do that, we would have ended up sitting up on that hill forever, hoping for the right answer that may have never come.
I mean, we had like a clear path in front of us, and our one job was just to keep going. I will say the late night, early morning hours got tough.
It kind of stopped in the sense of like you get back from your leg and everyone's like, oh, how was it? You know, what's going on? It was just, you run your 2 miles and you get back in the quiet Jeep and you switch out, you tag hands, you try to maybe shut your eyes for like 2 seconds before your head bounces off the window, and then when it's your time again, you're back out there. So it was definitely a little quieter, not as like high energy, but overall I think the mood stayed positive.
And at one point, I saw the footprints were faint, but I was like, has to be someone else in this race. No one else is gonna be out here running. This is not some place where you'd go for a trail run.
There was some like hallucinating for sure. Like, it's late, we haven't slept, it's dark. But it was a lot of just like, settle in, like keep grinding. There were times where it actually felt better to be running than in the car. When you're that tired, you like wanna doze off, but then the discomfort of the car moving so much, you couldn't.
How we doing? How we doing?
Woo! Let's fucking go.
That was something.
Hey, we got y'all warm food. We cut up a whole bunch of orange slices. We're as ready as we can be.
Okay.
And then we're going straight across the road. But yeah.
Let's go!
change clothes, get food, top off of water.
I mean, you probably won't share this in the film. Wait, put your sound on for a sec. The thing that made it really awful for me and when I had a pivotal moment, but it's a really good thing to share. This explains my actual story to how I was feeling. When we were coming off the last little bit, I think I nudged Mitch, like jokingly, and I was like, I think I've wet myself for God's sake. I was like, I need to get changed in the RV. I basically looked down and there was just blood. And I thought, that's not, what is that? That's confused me because I've basically not had a period for 5 years because I've been on contraception. So I've been waiting for it to come back, like as you do, and it's been like 6 months, so I thought it's not gonna happen during the speed project, absolutely not even a question. I looked at Steph and I thought, oh my God, crying my eyes out because that is so overwhelming. You're in the middle of the desert with nothing to help you out, and you're the next person to run, Lucy. So I had about 5 minutes, I shut the curtain in the back, and I just quickly got changed, sorted myself out, patted my face to make sure nobody knew that I was crying, and I walked out the RV and then I ran. I just like looked around. I just thought, what are you whinging about? It was almost like an epiphany moment of, the sun is rising and you're in the desert. The sun is rising and you're in the desert. That shouldn't be a normal sentence. And it was, and it just took everything away. And I did my first run. It was really difficult. Again, the terrain on power lines is insane. And we've all got racing shoes on, bear in mind. You never be in carbon plated shoes for so long. God, your feet start to hurt. And I got back in the car and then I didn't stop smiling from that moment until we touched that Vegas sign.
Once the sun came up and I realized, okay, we're going the right way, we're on the right track, I just kind of felt like, guys, let's go. Let's fucking empty it out.
We just got a message from Nick that they're turning like 645 up to around 730 splits now, coming through the mountains and out of the mountains, so they've sped up a lot. If they can be really, really well fueled coming in, we're not going to limp into Las Vegas. We're going to be able to race into Las Vegas. Let's race into Las Vegas, okay?
Oh, wow, there's a car up there.
On the race, you start seeing other teams here and there, but usually you're just kind of running by yourself. But when you start seeing another team in front of you on a 300-mile race, you're like, oh, dude, we got to catch this guy.
As actually I was like running down this mountain, this guy comes flying past me.
I'm like, guys, this is our chance. Let's go catch these guys.
We have to beat them to Vegas.
We were going back and forth and they were in a Jeep and we were in a Jeep and we kept passing each other respectfully, but it was fucking aggressive.
Technicolored eyes,
It feels like you're actually in that part of the race where it is a race.
That was a fucking one. Fucking killed me. Dude, you fucking put some distance on them.
You're pushing it. You look great. Looks like you're not even trying. Where are they?
You're like 200 200 meters back. They got a guy out there now, so just stay steady.
They had a handful of guys that could fucking leg it.
You crushed that.
Yeah, that was fun. It's all fun and games until you've got a competition right up your ass. Then you want to win.
When they swap, I'm gonna swap.
And almost caught this kid.
I'm sleep deprived, so my brain is telling my body what to do, but it's like my feet are just a half beat behind my brain, so the whole time I'm like, I'm gonna fucking face plant.
I just had to cool down a little. Fuck! That fucking killed me. God damn it, I haven't been beat like that in a long time. Fucking, I don't get beat like that very often.
Wait, where are they?
That motherfucker was running.
Oh, he's going back up. Are we
That kid was
fucking up?
moving.
Oh my God, look at that climb.
Why is he going up?
Well, let's
Can you
see
see
what
what's
Bravo. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, look, look.
We're supposed to go. We're going.
Yeah, we're going right. On the right track. Fuck that guy.
He's going up and over though. He's gonna cut all this out.
Oh, wait a minute. Is our guy following him?
No.
Joey's not following him?
He's right here.
Perfect.
The final stretch of Vegas was freaking mile repeats, dude.
I think we'll stick to that.
The 8 mile straight stretch.
How you feeling now? How are your legs, Nick?
They feel fine.
What?
Yeah, they feel fine.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, just like dropping to 2 miles, knowing you only had 1 mile to run. It's like, I can do anything for 1 mile.
Yeah.
We gotta switch every mile.
Was that not a mile?
It was.
Yeah.
Where we're going? Is it straight ahead? Forever?
We were all so ready to just get there.
It started to rain. I was low on dry clothes.
And we didn't really have long enough between segments of running that we could change and get super warm. You kind of just had to stay ready.
It was a lot. However, I was not by myself. We were all communicating between these 2 Jeeps, all the runners. We were keeping on tabs of how we were all feeling. If someone felt really good, they might run a little bit longer.
You need the right people on your team to go far and to go fast.
I said to Ken, I was like, can you just run a tiny little bit further for this segment? I was like, I just need a minute. And he just did. He didn't even question it. He was like, yeah, for sure, do what you need to do.
We genuinely worked together. This race is very much a logistically heavy event, and everybody involved had to be on point.
Legs are getting tight. It's like weird, like kind of going to waves of feeling like you can't push, and then on that last one, I felt like I had a bit of push. But I'm glad we're going down to just a mile, because we were doing 3, then we went to 2, and you know, the 3s start feeling really long, then the 2s feel perfect, nice and short, and the 2s start feeling really long, and then now when we go to 1, it's nice. I mean, you can really push for 1 mile, but then at the end of 7 stints of 1 mile, that last mile is going to feel pretty long, for sure.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because the odometer something.
Yeah.
20s, you were flying.
Yeah, I felt good.
You got 4 more miles left, buddy.
I do believe that when we choose to do hard things, it makes us more resilient, it makes us stronger, and it makes us more adaptable. But the true test of character is how you react to hard times that you didn't plan for. Going into the speed project, we were, as a crew, as a team, as runners, challenged with hard things that were unpredictable.
I don't know, man. My shoulders and my pecs and my biceps are so screwed.
Some of those were physical, but majority of them were mental, emotional. And when people are tired, hungry, and uncomfortable, and especially uncomfortable in situations they didn't plan for or prepare for, true character shines through. You find out a lot about yourself and other people when you're challenged in times of unexpected.
We got this. You gotta get through the hard stuff to get to the epic stuff. It's the only way.
And those are the moments we prepare for. Those are the moments we should judge our character for. And those are the moments where we can have a very honest assessment and evaluation of how strong we actually are when things get hard.
Like running and ability level was such a small part of this. When I started to really struggle, it was just so different. It was a different kind of mental toughness than I've ever had to be. I think more so it's like grit, toughness, discipline. Those things are what get you through this race, not being a super fast runner.
You kind of learn to enjoy like the hard part, because when you're running and it's easy, that's not really the race, you know? Now when things start getting hard, I look at it like, okay, this is what it's all about. That's where you find growth. Like, I've never been proud of myself for doing something easy. You know, that's why I'm in this position to run races like this, is because I've consistently chosen to do hard things.
There is nothing quite like it, and I always say, just to anyone, you only have one life. Like, don't waste it. Don't waste this time.
The only way to grow and to get better at anything is to be uncomfortable.
You don't always know, like, what else you can push yourself to do. But once you start testing the limits and pushing yourself harder than you think you can, you learn a lot, and you're willing to try new things even more.
My success in life post-sobriety, like post-getting sober, is all about confidence. Running and fitness has given me the confidence in all areas of my life.
You do more hard things and you think, well, I've done that, so what's next? All it is just having that tiny little bit of courage to book it. Like, book the race, do the thing. It ultimately stems from just doing that first hard thing and then take it from there.
We've probably averaged 6:10 for the last 22 miles.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. So it'll be
I think you'll be running
the last one.
We're 5 miles away from right now.
Yeah.
Are you in a car?
Okay.
Who's doing all this shit?
Or we could think. Good, Joey. I got 605.
Yeah.
What's up with that? What you get? You might have been under 6, 'cause I think if I... Huh? 602.
connects these 6 runners is not necessarily the love for running, but it's the desire for improvement. It is go one more. It's getting better with every opportunity. Because I know that every person who ran on our team, they're proud of where they're at,
Really freaking fast.
but they know they can do better. And they're on a journey to find what that better is and how far they can take it. That's what connects this team. That's what connects the runners.
My wife was like, well, what do you get if you come in third? I was like, same thing you get if you win. Nothing.
We all have our reasons of why we run. And it's not the end of the run that I love. It's not ending my watch and logging the mileage. It's not ending up in Vegas and finishing the race. It's the miles that we're in that we get so much out of. That's what the Speed Project is. It's for the love of it.
Full disclosure, I haven't had the chance to get to know all of these individuals on an intimate level. But if there's anything I've learned from past events like this, is that you usually end up getting real familiar with everyone by the end of it. If there's still an opening for a team, please write us down. I'm confident that we can not only complete this race, but also leave our mark on it. Just give me a call when you get a chance. All right, thanks, man.